everybody. We are live. It is Sunday. I don't know the date. The 7th, May 7th. We are on the Anthem of the Seas, in somewhere in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. We were in Punta Delgada today, which is in the Azores, our first stop on this 11-day transatlantic. If you're joining us for the first time, the Wi-Fi here sucks. If we lose you, we will come back, like usually within 30 seconds. So don't go anywhere. Hang in there. Just in case something like catastrophic Wi-Fi happens and we have to start a new stream, go back and look real fast for us because we will come right back on. So that being said, tonight we're crawling through some cabins. So let's get right to it. We'll take you there, and of course we're going to take you to the cabins. We have to find a way to do these things on our own. If you've been watching us for a while, we don't get invites. So we have to make our own way through the muck and the mire. And so without further ado, let's get to the first cabin. All right. There we go. So this is an ocean view cabin, forward facing, right? You see there's the bow of the ship. Pretty generous space. Most of the cabins you're going to see are very much alike. Alike in the sense that the beds are 78 by 70.
Yes.
The showers in the bathroom can fit someone who's 6'7". Again, I'm 6'4", thus Tall Man's Cruise Adventures. So if you're taller than 6'7", the showers that we're going to be showing you, it's going to be a little tight in there. Mm-hmm. The bathrooms are all basically the same, again, except for the suites. In each cabin, it looks like a refrigerator, but they call it a cooler. And a safe, and the storage is about the same. And so some of these are fairly quick walkthroughs, but it's because other than different layouts, the cabins are very close to the same. So you can see the bed there. There's one of the storage cabinets, right there. And there's some drawers underneath there as well. And we'll point these out as we go through each cabin, because again, the woodwork, the cabinetry, again, except for the suites, is basically all the same in every cabin. And so there's the bathroom. In the shower, if you can see right next to my thumb right there, that is a shower, or should I say, shampoo and body gel combination. It's an all-in-one. So some cruise lines have two different dispensers, one for body wash, one for shampoo. Royal Caribbean, they're using a one product that does both.
Now, I will say about that, I am highly allergic to most type shampoos and soaps, and I have been using this combination shower gel shampoo with no problems. So I did want to point that out.
Excellent. So let me go ahead and hit play again and finish through. One thing missing from all the bathrooms is... I call
cosmetic
it a cosmetic mirror. The little round one that's sort of on a swiveling kind of arm. They don't have any in any of the staterooms here.
No, so if you want to see the backside of your hair, you're probably going to want to bring your mirror, or if you need magnification, you're going to want to bring your mirror as well, because that's not provided.
Yep. All right. So that was the first cabin. Again, it was a forward-facing ocean view cabin. So this is another forward-facing ocean view, but it's part of like a 2-cabin suite non-suite. So if you look at the doorway there, it's there's the door right there, right? It's in a private hallway. So there's an entry door, and once you go through that hallway private entry door, there are 2 cabins. So they can be purchased as a combination, I call it a suite, or individual cabins. So it can be purchased anyway. What you're looking here is the dresser. You see on the top drawer there's a hairdryer in there. There's always some tissue, there's some books and some things. It is in this dresser that the cooler slash refrigerator, which by the way has it's lockable. If you want to put stuff in there and keep it locked, you just put the code in there like you would a safe.
So I suppose if you have some adult beverages and you want to keep the kids out, that you could do that.
Yeah. It's just like the safe. You put in your code and then the pound sign, 4-digit code and then the pound sign, 4 to 6 digits actually, or you could slide your key. Mm-hmm. I choose the code because you can make it any code you want. Again, we don't have kids with us, but we just had, when our daughter was younger, we just got used to using a code so she wouldn't know what to go.
Yeah. Now, before we go any further, I do want to point out, as you look on the left-hand side, there is a coffee pot in the staterooms. Not all cruise lines do that. This particular ship does have the coffee pot in the staterooms.
Yep, there you go. All right, let me hit play. Let's continue. A sofa. All right, so all these sofas can convert into a bed. Mm-hmm. Not in the sense that it's a pull-out, but these cushions in the back are just Velcroed in place, and you would take them off, and then it would become like almost a twin-size bed.
Yes.
And so it's a little hard. I'm not going to lie to you. The sofas are not soft. So, but it can be a bed.
Yes.
Okay? All right. So as we go to the bathroom again, you'll see it's the same exact bathroom as every other one you're going to see. The shower is a generous size shower. Actually, you could squeeze 2 people in there. You don't think?
Oh, I don't
do.
think so.
I do.
I think that would be a very tight squeeze.
Well, I said squeeze. I didn't say it was,
You did say squeeze. I'll give you that.
We'll try it and let you know on another stream. Okay? But there's a little foot bar there for you to put your foot on if you're shaving or just trying to scrub your feet. There's a little shelf up in the top to put your soaps and things like that, or shampoos if you want your own stuff in there. Okay? But again, every bathroom you're going to see is just like this except for the suite bathroom. All right, so here's that hallway. So as you turn and go into the other room, there's like a little entryway. That was like a little entryway foyer with some storage, some cabinetry, right? And then it opens up into this really huge space. The only thing that's weird to me is that big pole right there in the middle of the bed. Not in the middle of the bed, middle of the end of the bed. It'd be even weirder if it was in the middle of the bed. Hey, honey, we got a pole in the middle of the bed.
What are you going to do with that?
Making it rain. Woo! All right, so you get to turn around. Yes, look at the space, guys. This is really cool. Right? Again, same dresser, same desk. As you can see, there's power by the desk, which is nice. And you can kind of see, it's a mini fridge. I don't know why they call it a cooler, but I don't know.
Oh, and looking at that desk, too, that desk actually can be pulled away
from
the
that's
wall.
Right.
So if you decide you want to have maybe room service, you can actually pull that from the sofa or one of the chairs and have a table. The
very first night we tried to stream in our cabin, and we realized that the Wi-Fi was not going to cooperate in our cabin. But that's what we did. We had pulled the desk out, and it's I don't want to say it's on wheels, but it slides really easy. It's meant to come out.
Yes.
Okay. As you can see right in front of this this huge window, there's a chair and a little sort of coffee table. So if you want to have your morning coffee by the window, great. That would be amazing, especially on sea days.
Right.
As you're moving, that would be great. Yeah, it's awesome. All right, and again, same bathroom as the rest. Okay, there you go. So that was sort of cabin number 2. All right, cabin number 3, I think, is an inside cabin. Yeah, it's an inside cabin. Now, you're going to see several inside cabins. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up.
Yes, thank you.
You're going to see several inside cabins in this review because there's multiple different layouts of these cabins. Oh, hey, Alyssa.
Hello.
Is Blake with you? Blake, look. Oh, I lost the froggy.
Uh-oh. There's the froggy.
We got the froggy and the ducky, Blake.
Yeah.
Anyway, Blake's our grandson.
There we go.
There
we'll turn the froggy on.
All right. So again, you're going to see several different inside cabins because the layouts are different. Now, the inside cabins on Royal are really unique. I believe most of them, if not all of them, are considered inside virtual balconies.
Ocean view. Ocean view?
They call them virtual balconies.
Is it balcony? Okay.
Yeah, they call them virtual balconies.
I apologize.
Okay. There's your desk, there's your dresser, there's your two beds, which, by the way, that can be separated, right? Your two little nightstands, again, the nightstands right there, one on that side and one on the other, they can go in the middle. And so the two beds would separate, and then you'd have sort of the nightstands in the middle. Hi, Blake.
Hi, Blake.
All right, you saw the ducky and the frog. Awesome. All right. But here's the virtual balcony. I didn't get great shots of it in this cabin, but you'll see it in another. So there it is. That basically is floor-to-ceiling LED panels that are broadcasting views of the outside of the ship. And so it doesn't feel, if you're claustrophobic, you're not going to have a problem in these kind of staterooms. It feels like you're looking outside because the reality is you sort of are, at least through the eye of a camera. Okay? So it's very, very, very cool. When you walk in, you're like, oh, wow, I didn't know. Oh, it's a LED. I mean, it takes a second to figure out that it's not real.
Yeah, okay. A lot of times in the interior rooms, you don't know whether it's day or night, and in this you can actually tell.
Yeah. On this cruise, you wouldn't be able to because it's been just gray.
It has. It's
all
been
day.
Completely foggy.
The sun came out today for about 45 minutes. We're like,
totally enjoyed seeing the sun.
We had to buy sweatshirts and stuff because it's been so cool.
I have this. Yeah, I have a new sweatshirt.
Anyway, okay, so let's move on. So there you go. There's the virtual balcony. Storage is the same, bathroom's the same, bedding's the same. All the rest of it is the same. All right, so there you go. There's your inside cabin number 1. So let's go look at the next one, and you'll see this. You'll see this is a completely different layout. First of all, it's got Lisa. So this one, the LED is at the far end of the room. And so like a balcony would be. And if you see, there's a sofa there too. So you have your bed, then there's the sofa. I mean, shy of having the real balcony, it's exactly like a balcony cabin in size. But you're paying an interior price. In fact, as I get closer to the screen there, you'll see it literally is a camera on a balcony. Right? See the railing? Right? That's the railing of a balcony. So that is literally a camera on the outside of somebody's balcony cabin giving you the views. So I just think it's really unique. And, I'm sure a lot of you already know this already because this ship is not brand new. But it's the first time we've been able to see some of these inside cabins like this. All right. So let's go to the next one. Is this the suite? Okay. And let's move on. This is the suite. Now this is one of the Loft suites, which is really, really cool.
It is really cool.
I might have to splurge for that one day. I don't know. It was really cool. So here we go. All right. So as you enter, you've got a huge sort of living room area with this sort of buffet area for serving drinks or different things like that. As you can see, there's a nice leather lounge there in the corner. The sofa is behind me. There you go. There's the sofa, which is a different sofa than in the normal cabins. That one's actually comfortable. There's also a dining table that you can see there off to the right, which is nice. So if you want to have some catering brought in, you can do that. We sat down with two gentlemen whose friends have a suite like this, and they were having a gathering. and so they ordered in some room service and some different things, and they set it up in there so they could have like a little party, a little social gathering. Okay. And then a very, very spacious balcony. This is rear facing. Okay. And there's your loft upstairs. There's the stairs, which, by the way, over to the right is a door. That's a bathroom downstairs. I apologize. I'm not sure if I actually went in there. But that bathroom downstairs looks like all the rest of the bathrooms that we've seen so far. Okay. But as we go up the stairs, around the corner. All right. So imagine waking up in the morning and looking out that view of that 2-story window.
Isn't that nice?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
As you can see right there in front of you, in front of the bed, is a TV. It raises and lowers. So if you don't want to see it, you can hit the button. It'll go up and it'd be out of your way. But if you want to watch TV, there it is right there. Okay, so there we go. Look at that view. It's just amazing.
That's nice.
All right. And if you're around the corner there, so there's a little dressing area for the ladies, a little, if you want to use that, say, like a makeup table or whatever, right? Which is nice. If not, just a desk. If the Wi-Fi was better in there, that probably would be where we'd stream.
Oh, it probably would be.
Right? Maybe the dining table. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then over here, you've got a walk-in closet with a safe. So, and then the bathroom. Now, as you can see from the decor right away, this bathroom's completely different, right? You've got a countertop bowl type sink, big, huge faucet. The shampoos and things are different in here, right? And look at that shower.
That's a nice shower.
Now, height-wise, it is the same. But I promise you that is every bit of a 2, if not a 3-person shower.
Yes.
So
2 people could definitely fit in
yes,
there.
exactly. You probably fit 4 in there. That's a big shower. All right. And so, yeah, that's your loft suite. And it is sweet. It really is.
Yeah.
So if you've got the budget for it, I would definitely put that on your list of cabins. All right. I honestly don't. Out of your chair. Oh, poop. It went away. I'm going to back that up. I think that entire time it was muted. Oh my gosh. So this is a handicapped stateroom, y'all. Okay. A little bit different than the rest. Obviously, there's more space. The biggest difference is the bathroom. All the bathrooms. I know, Darren. I'm so sorry. Wait 30 seconds. It'll come back. The biggest difference between the handicapped and the regular staterooms, other than space, the doors are wider, is the bathroom. The bathrooms on on this ship are raised about, I don't know,
Yeah,
six,
it's about
7 inches.
6 inches. About 6 inches.
Yeah, about 6 inches. So you have to step up into the bathroom, which is a good thing. As I was talking, and without the sound, I apologize. Our bathroom flooded, and if our bathroom had been flush with the stateroom, the cabin's floor, our whole cabin would have been flooded.
Yes.
So we are thankful that there was a 6-inch difference and didn't flood the entire cabin out. Now, the handicapped stateroom that we're showing you right now, that does not have the raised bathroom. You're able to roll right in. As you can see, there are plenty of grab bars if you're trying to transition from your chair into the shower, which has a bench, or onto the toilet. As you can see, there's plenty of grab bars there. And again, thanks, Darren, for letting us know.
Yes, we apologize.
Silly settings. Yeah, in the sink area too is also raised, so chair can get underneath. Okay, so there's your handicapped virtual balcony, which is an inside cabin. All right. Last but not least is a traditional balcony type cabin, which is actually our cabin. Thanks, Darren. we'll give the thumbs up. There it is. So this. All right, so we're gonna do that again, y'all. I did it again. I don't know, for some reason it mutes me when I put up the camera, and I don't know why. So this is actually our cabin. We are, again, Anthem of the Seas. This is cabin 9646. It is very close to one of the elevator banks, but it's not it's not noisy. It's right around the corner. It's like 2 rooms away. It's an extended balcony. I think they call it an XL. But the bathroom, the sofa, the bed, the desk, the dresser, everything else is the same as every other cabin that we've shown you, except for the suite. It's all the same. The only difference is we have a much deeper balcony. So we'll go ahead and let it roll now that I've said that 2 times. It's 2 times Sunday.
Yes, it is.
Right. So, oh, by the way, I'm just going to back that up. That little mirror right there, that lights up. But Lisa made an observation that if you want to use that for doing your makeup, the light is really, really poor.
It is.
That it puts out.
It's not much brighter than a night light. So if you're trying to do your makeup, if you're doing makeup for evening, then that's great. If you're, doing it for morning, you probably want to put your makeup on in the bathroom.
Yep. Okay. So all the storage is the same. Dresser's the same. That big door there, that's
right
where
there
the cooler.
The cooler is.
Again, looks like a fridge, but it's not as cold as a fridge. There's our TV, pretty good sized TV. And then you can see the balcony. It's a good sized balcony.
It is.
The door, and it's up there. There's that gap. There's no gap there now. There's a connecting door that, for whatever reason, was left open from the previous cruise, and not 30 minutes after we shot this video, it got closed and locked. So you do have privacy in the balcony. There's no one walking around the corner.
Or
Okay.
if you're, with traveling with a group of friends and you want to open them up, you
Yep.
can do that as well.
Which is what had happened on the previous cruise.
Yes.
That those two cabins were either a family or friends or whatever,
Mhm.
and they were able to just go around the corner, which
Yes.
then sort of makes your balcony much bigger because that door opens. But even by itself, because it's an XL, with that door closed, it's double, I think, it feels like it's double the width or the depth, I should say, of a normal balcony.
Mm-hmm.
Again, cabin 9646 if you're interested in booking this cabin on the Anthem of the Seas. Okay, we'll give you a little bit of a look at the bathroom there. And as you will see, it is just like every other. Oh, lights off. Turn the lights on, Robert. There you go. Just like the rest of the bathrooms and the rest of the staterooms that we've shown you. So there you go. So there you have it. There's tall man's version of a cabin crawl.
Yes.
Or cabin crawl tall man style. It's not gangman style, it's tall man style. So we got to see, what did we get to see? Oh my good Lord.
Several interiors.
We got some
ocean
forward-facing
views.
ocean view, sort of an ocean view potential suite, 2-bedroom suite that are ocean view. We saw 3 different configurations of inside virtual balconies. We got one of the loft suites.
Oh yeah.
We got your Handicapped stateroom for those who need the handicap accessibility, and a regular balcony, which happens to be our balcony. And so, yeah, there you have it. If you have any questions, and you're watching the replay, please leave a comment.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, if this is the first time you guys are seeing us, you know what to do, right? Subscribe, thumbs up, hit the bell, all that stuff. All right. If you've been part of the Tall Man Clan for a while, God bless you guys. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. We really, really do. But if you have questions about the ship, something that you want to know specific, we're here for another 4 days. Leave a comment below. I promise you, we will do our best to get you answers. That's one of the things that we love to do, which is also why we stream, as opposed to doing the prepared content, is we like to be able to get you guys answers. Because I know when I watch videos and they're prepared, they're nice videos, but I always end up having a question like, wait a minute, you didn't see this, or you didn't check that, or how much was that, or whatever. So if you are watching this after, or even now, and you have a question, put the question in the comments now and or later, and we will do our best to figure out the answer and bring it to you in the next stream. Okay? We do try to stream every night around 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, America. We are 4 hours difference right now, so it's 11:30. So we're late people, so it's good for us. But we do try to stream sometime between 6 and 7 every night. All right? So we don't see any questions tonight, which is not a problem. Thank you all so much for being with us. We really do appreciate it. And until we see you all again, be safe.